Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. This is Nadia from Nadi Alchemy, and we are back for another candle wax reading, this time in eclipse season. I don't know about you guys, but it's definitely been intense for some of us, although of course we know that the change that is incited during eclipse season does serve us in the long run. It doesn't negate the fact that sometimes the energy is quite intense, and I feel like it's quite intense in the world, not just on an individual level. So we're going to take this moment to clear the energy here. Take a deep breath. Center ourselves, right? Be present in the moment. Enact presence in this moment. And before we get started, just want to let you guys know that I do have 2 eclipse offerings that will be over this week by Monday. Well, I guess the beginning of next week. And it is a 2-topic mini reading. You could choose whatever topic you'd like. Initially, it was done for the first eclipse and the second, but you can choose any subject you like. And then I have an in-depth eclipse reading for what this eclipse is teaching you, what guidance from spirit wants to come through, and how this is, and how to navigate forward. Okay, if you want to have a candle wax reading, also on nadi-alchemy.com, you can find all my readings, all my Reiki services, everything there. If you have not subscribed and these readings resonate with you, please like, comment, subscribe, as it helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it so much. So when you need a moment, or when you're ready to pick your pile, you can pause the video, or you can close your eyes, connect to your guides, your ancestors of the highest light, ask for the message that you most need to hear right now. Open your eyes, and when you do, whichever pile you gravitate to, that is your pile. That is your bowl, right? The first candle is, or the first bowl is the one on the left here with the gold bowl green candle. On the right, we have a blue candle and a brown bowl. If you are guided to listen to both, then by all means, listen to both. A lot of people resonate with both. But again, thank you for being here. Let's get started with pile number 1. Let's go ahead and just clear you, pile number 1, a little bit with this peacock feather here. Clear this space. I am also a Reiki practitioner, if that is something you're interested in, group number 1. You chose the green candle, which to me tells me that during this time, during eclipse season, and even in the 6 months to come, you are healing, right? This is the heart chakra color. And there are 2 colors associated with the heart chakra, the lower heart chakra, which is green, and the higher heart, which is pink. Green is more of like the healing the heart chakra, heart activations, and the pink is when we are embodying unconditional love, compassion, grace in our experiences, both challenging and good, right? Both the challenging situations and the good. So let's go ahead and get this candle started. You could connect to Archangel Raphael. He is associated with the heart chakra and with healing. You could also be in some kind of healing field, whether it be Reiki healing or nursing or yoga or, you know, doctor. You could be pursuing a doctorate degree. Definitely angelic energy around this pile. Oh, interesting. And this looks like a lotus to me. So again, you could have been going through a lot of heaviness in this time in the eclipse season. And, you know, that's expected, especially if you have any big placements in Libra or Aries, as that is the eclipses at these, you know, the signs of these eclipses via tropical astrology. I'm seeing a lot of transformation. I'm also seeing a butterfly and a turtle. So again, butterflies do indicate transformation. They also indicate going through a period of darkness or, you know, that cocoon stage where they're not sure, you know, where they're going through that death and rebirth process. With the turtle, I've been seeing the turtle a lot. This could be an animal totem for you or someone that you're connected to. And basically, the turtle totem is all about getting to where we're going one step at a time, right? Slow and steady wins the race. I'm also seeing luck. Luck is on your side, group number 1. So even if it's been intense, it's going to make more sense as time passes, right? And that's usually what happens when abrupt things happen in our lives, group number 1. A lot of times they're serving a greater purpose that we don't see in that moment. So just trust that whatever you're going through, whatever intensity you're navigating, that it's bringing balance and harmony, and ultimately better outcomes, more aligned outcomes for you and the people around you, I'm seeing. You could also live in a place with a lot of green, like it could be Florida in the United States, or it could be Africa, somewhere where there's a lot of wildlife, animals, plants, things of this nature. Being outside, the weather feels warmer. Also, if you came to this pile looking for a yes or a no, I do see a Y, a yes to something. You're getting a yes to something, an open door. Or perhaps you're thinking about someone in particular all of a sudden and you're wondering if they're thinking about you. Yes, because I'm seeing like a lot of these waxes coming together. You could be coming together with someone who, or maybe crossing paths with someone who you've known from the past, someone where you thought maybe the spark dimmed or was non-existent. Could be like a surprise meeting, a surprise crossing of paths. Could be on a vacation or somewhere where you don't expect it. And I'm definitely getting group number 1 that this can both trigger you. For some people, it's going to be very triggering because it's a triggering old relationship, or it could be very activating depending on how you look at it for your healing. I'm also seeing a hook. This looks like a hook here. Like you're hooked, or someone is hooked. And I just thought of like the analogy of there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? So it could be that, again, you're meeting someone that's going to be significant. It's going to be your fish. A lot of ocean energy too, so you could connect to some ocean deities. Yamaya is one that I know, Oshun. There's another one now that I forget. That's the deep ocean from the Orishas. I just heard Elegua as well, because I think his color might be green. Greenery, yeah. I'm also seeing an L. Initial L. Or M or W. If there was some kind of loss, there's going to be a win that comes, that follows. I'm also seeing the letter J. If you're having any issues with the law, justice system, it seems like either you could be right at the middle of that issue, or there's still some things to resolve there, maybe some discovery to do. And discovery in the legal world is evidence, finding evidence through the discovery process, the legal process. I'm also seeing like number syncs. You could be seeing a lot of 888. You could be wishing, praying for more money. If you're seeing 888, this means it's coming through. Program that sync with the affirmation of I am abundance. Money flows to me easily. My relationship with money is healthy. I am able to monetize my passion. My good affirmations to whenever you see 888. I am debt free, things like this. You can actually program syncs that you see for manifestation. I used to do that a lot in the beginning of my journey. I also heard things come in threes. It's usually death comes in threes, right? But there's something here about threes. Like events happening in threes. Past, present, future, mind, body, soul. Some of you could be thinking of traveling to like some kind of reservoir, or it's some kind of natural spring. I'm seeing like green water, but healthy green water, not like anything wrong with it. I don't know, I just heard sawgrass, like, so it could be like a swampy area that you're visiting as well. Again, Florida comes to mind. But this could be anywhere in the world. I'm seeing big, large trees, or this group may also benefit from being around trees, sitting by trees, grounding, putting your feet, you know, touching grass kind of energy. And trust me, I think we all could touch a little grass right now if we're being completely honest. The energy is definitely very scattered. Again, peacocks, turtle totems here. The peacock is an animal that is unbothered. That's part of its superpower, that no matter what threat comes in, it, you know, pulls out the feathers, the male, and it's unbothered. It also has, the peacocks amongst each other also have, like, especially partners, mates, they have like this tone in their sound, the sounds they make, where they can feel, or they can hear, feel, see their partner from far away. So you could have a partner that is far away, or someone that is dear to you, or that you have strong feelings for, who can feel you from far away, that you can feel them, a very spiritual connection. For some, this is your person, your mate, right? And yeah, it could have been challenging, a lot of healing, transformation with this connection. Could also feel like it's gone slower, or like, and many times you've lost hope. You could identify with the twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart energy. I definitely navigated that in this life, and I have a lot of experience with those types of connections because I have one. And while it took a while, I always knew that we would get to where we are, even when everyone outside of me, psychics, everyone told me, no, you know, he's never going to get his shit together. He's never going to, you know, be who you want him to be. And that was false. He transformed. He became a better version of himself through our relationship. And yeah, it took time, at times a lot longer than I wanted it to take. But ultimately, it became this beautiful, evolved relationship, and we both grew because of it. And so I feel like group number one, you could have connections like this. There's obviously never put up with anything that is hurtful or toxic, and know when to take your energy back, because I had to do that too. But also listen to your intuition and your, that inner knowing, because sometimes that's the compass, and the things around you won't be leading you there, because you're being asked to learn how to have that conversation with your higher guidance, and with your higher self, and with your trusting yourself, right? So this group is transforming a lot spiritually. Could be through connection, could be through your own spiritual evolution. I usually read the candle as well, and it is burning bright. I do feel that this pile, you guys are burning bright, but you see how there's this imbalance? There's like more energy on one side than the other. Again, harmony and balance is a big theme for you guys. Definitely a lot of shadow work that you guys have been doing. What I'm getting here, if you notice, I turned the candle over and it starts to burn more evenly. You need to give, like, there's different parts of your life that need your attention, and it almost feels like you're giving too much to one side and not enough to others. So make sure that you're balancing things, right? Your relationships, with your work life, with your finances, with the way that you're spending, giving and receiving money. Like, these are all themes that you could be facing at this time. Let's see if I see anything else here in the wax. A lot of activity. You could be surrounded by a lot of people. You're definitely being asked with this ego energy here to see things from the higher perspective, to trust your intuition. You have like a strong connection to your ancestors, group number 1. But also animal totems, the earth mother, the spirit of the earth, the elements. This is a very curious shape right here. Do you see it? Kind of looks like a cave to me. Or it could also be like a storm. There could be a storm coming to your area. You could, or this could just be like spirits communicating to me that you live by the coast, like a coastal area where storms pass by. Nothing to fear. This could be a metaphorical storm as well. You know, you're able to get through it. You're able to navigate it with grace. There's a lot of energy around group number 1. So definitely take the time to clear, to ground, okay? Because there's a lot of energy around, and this could be like overstimulating. It could be draining you. I see a sea there. All right, let's pull some cards just to confirm this energy or to give you any added messages, group number 1. Added messages for group number 1, Spirit. What does group number 1 need to know? The Tower. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of intensity around you, group number 1. Remember that nothing that breaks down during eclipse season was standing on solid grounds. And although it can feel very heavy or very scary, know that these are shifts that are divinely orchestrated for your life. Yeah, for movement, right? It's like this sudden shift, the sudden movement. And maybe even whatever this Tower moment is could be propelling you to move, right? To move in the direction that you're more guided to move in regarding your purpose, because the North Node is in Aries. Yep. So whatever you guys have been navigating, and I did mention this a lot during the candle wax reading, you are moving on to calmer waters, okay? You could be actually traveling overseas, like I mentioned. Again, it feels a bit heavy, but you're moving on to calmer waters. That's the result. And you're going to have the upper hand. You're going to be the one making the decisions that are better for you, right? To cycle out of old narratives. This can also be travel. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be a Cancer. You can be a Scorpio, an Aries, or any of the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have, this shift that's happening in your life is because that cycle in your life is done, right? And you no longer need to be, things weren't aligned. And so you're being rerouted, okay? And this reroute could be for some like a relocation with your job. For others, it could just be you're starting, your own business, or you're focusing more on entrepreneurship, especially with the North Node in Aries. Group number 1, those that are meant to go with you will. I think that right now, in this moment, the situation could feel a little bit intense, and you don't see the way forward, but the way forward is definitely here, okay? And you're going to be feeling much more high vibrational after. Look, the Lovers. I did mention like a connection in the reading as well. There could be a choice to be made regarding a lover, maybe a lover moving closer to you, or you moving closer to a lover, or when you move, or whatever moves in your life will bring you closer to like a divine connection that could be reborn from the past, or could have you could be in a state right now of like taking review of your life, like what's working, what's not working, and making choices accordingly. For a lot of you, you could be an artist of some sort, or starting a creative project, or living your life like an artist. And this is going to bring a lot of stability for you, or a masculine energy that is very stable, earth sign here. Again, following your passions is big in the collective right now, a big collective message. And so you're getting that here. Again, nothing that breaks down. Like if you're in a job and suddenly you lose it and you didn't feel good in that job. And yeah, it's scary because it kind of messes with your stability a bit. But what it's doing is that it's empowering you to move on to things that call to you, right? That are more inspiring, that or maybe even call you to move somewhere that's going to produce this era of your life that's so much more happier and aligned. Yeah, look, bring your ideas to life. Electric eel spirit. And we were talking about deep water in the candle wax as well. Spirit has a plan. Trust that Spirit has a plan, right? It's time to bring your ideas to life. Maybe traveling could be inspiring for you, or maybe this is part of your idea, being a travel blogger or a food blogger, or, you know, going to sacred places and blogging about them. Who knows? This can be so many things, right? You have life is speeding up with the Chariot. It definitely is. Again, whatever's happening is happening for your greatest good. Tend to the small things. Yeah, I feel like this tend to the small things is there's a lot of change, and there's a lot of little moving pieces to the change in your life, okay? You can co-create with spirit, number 17 here, exactly the life that you desire, right? But it's time for a beginner mind and to kind of leave rigid mindsets or like rigid systems or structures in your life that just weren't conducive of the kind of outcomes that you wanted, both creatively and professionally and financially and spiritually, frankly. Anything else that you want to give pile number 1, spirit? Universe, guides of the highest light, ancestors of the highest light. Yeah, again, with this big change or this tower moment, it could bring a sense of melancholy. It could be raining where you are. You're definitely going through a purification, okay? But also, even the rain could bring creativity, you know? Like, even the sad moments can create beautiful poetry or beautiful art. And that's the art of transmutation, right? Is using those moments and creating something wonderful from them. Yeah, you could be feeling a little depressed or detached or unemotional because of whatever broke down during this tower moment. But spirit is saying co-create with spirit. Life is speeding up. What do you want? Fate has dealt its hand. Okay, there's things that are incubating that you don't see coming, things that are gestating. Okay, maybe in Easter season, this is when, or around Easter when this happened. Okay, but this is like a rebirth. Easter is a rebirth. Fate is saying you're going to be moving forward one thing at a time. And I know that sometimes we feel like time is running out, or like we don't have time to do the things that we want. But spirit is saying time is not slipping. Time is an illusion. Tend to the small things. Get real about what you want and co-create to bring those ideas to life. Okay, so wherever you are, group number 1, know that you're navigating into calmer waters and that you're going to be more empowered in this cycle no matter what has broken down, okay? So sending you so much love, you guys. If this resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm always very appreciative of all the support here for these readings as I continue to navigate this energy like you guys. So, all right, group number 1, thank you so much for being here. And now group number 2. All right, group number 2, you picked the blue candle, which immediately when I picked it, I thought of Mercury retrograde, which Mercury went retrograde yesterday. And, you know, this is a time of reassessment. This is a time of speaking up, of speaking clearly, but also misunderstandings. Excuse me, I want to take a sip of my coffee here. I definitely feel like you guys are having some kind of throat chakra activation. Okay? Or you could be having conversations during Mercury retrograde that bring a lot of clarity to your life. And this has happened to me many, many times while Mercury was retrograde. It's not all about communication breakdown. Sometimes it is about communication work, right? To be done in relationships. I don't know why I just thought of Merlin. I don't know if you connect to that energy of Merlin or the magician. Oh, wow. Look at this. That definitely looks like a robe. Someone wearing a robe or someone with wings. Oh my goodness. Look at these shapes. I've never seen shapes like this. I don't know if some of you have been thinking about jumping out of an airplane like with other people, because this looked like that form that people take when they're up there. I have never seen such interesting shapes. I also sense that you guys could have some indigenous ancestry. I'm seeing like a lot of colors, feathers, like the native dances. This looks like the totem poles. Yeah, there's a lot of like ancestral magic with this pile number 2. Look, and this looks, they almost look identical, these 2 little wax figures, which is virtually impossible, right? This could be a couple, 2 kindred souls. There's like a little baby one next to them too, so you could be getting pregnant or have children. It looks like 3 in total in the future, but I feel like you already have 1. Or you could come with 2 and this is another one that you're having. This also looks like a bouquet or like a plant. So you could be like someone who works with plants or plant medicine. It has a long stem and lots of flowers. Maybe you're being called to like buy a particular flower and put that in your home. There's a lot of vibrancy to this blue wax. A lot of vibrancy in your life. There's a lot of growth. Not only just for you, but for the people around you as well. You could be moving around the ocean or moving to an island or thinking about moving to an island or around the ocean. I see like deep blue water. We could be visiting the Bahamas or somewhere in the Caribbean. Also heard Bali, which is not in the Caribbean. It's not even on the continent. This could be something that you're thinking about, a place that you're thinking about traveling to. I'm also seeing Hawaii, like the lei that goes around the neck. Is that what that's called? The flower necklaces. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of activations for this pile. You could associate with being a starseed from the Pleiades, Pleiadian, or any of the star constellations, because I saw like this portal energy here. Eclipse season could be this energy of a portal for you. You being activated, your gifts being activated, you moving through some kind of density and getting to the other side, more connected, more faithful. Blue to me is also a color of like tranquility and peace and serenity. You could be entering this, you've done so much growth that you could be entering this time of your life where there is more peace, more tranquility, more less stress, or less intensity even. Maybe the eclipse is kind of cycling that out of you, like difficult themes around other people or whatever the chaos may be in your life. For some, they could have kids going to college, and so you're going to be like empty nesters, or you know, the nest is going to be a little bit more empty than usual, and this will give you more time to focus on yourself. Although, you know, we're never really disconnected from our babies, right? Our kids. I think Spirit wants you to know that, you know, you and your kids are protected, especially if they're going away. You know, as a mother, as a father, we might worry about those things, especially in this world. Just make sure that you're protecting them, or that you're sending them off with that knowing that they're protected, and, you know, that they're covered by your prayers and by your ancestors' prayers, frankly. You could have a Frank ancestor too. I don't know why. That just came through. You could also be having like weird dreams with like things that don't feel earthly, or it doesn't feel like it's part of this realm, like you're tapping into other dimensions or realities. For some, you could be dreaming with things that you fear as well. Remember that Mercury has to do with the mind. And when Mercury is retrograde, we are reassessing, we are reevaluating. It feels like Mercury retrograde, you're going to be paying attention to those narratives a little bit more, shifting those narratives a little bit more that you have in your head, or you're like your preconceived notions about things. Even religion for some. Or you could be reconnecting to God, to spirit, to your relationship with the divine as well. I don't know where this came from. It could have been when I opened the window. There's like this little bug. There could be something that's bugging you, something minor. Again, could be messing with your thoughts or with your energy if you're thinking about it often. Again, I feel like right now or currently there's a lot of noise around, a lot of noise in your head. You're really being asked to, group number 2, like, be still, visit a quiet place. Your mind needs like rest. It needs calm. It needs to not think about every tiny little thing that can go wrong or right. It needs a break. Just so that it can get centered and intentional. Hmm, 31:13 on the clock as I looked at it. You've definitely gone through a rebirth cycle. There's definitely changes happening in your life. Changes happening in your mindsets. Changes happening in the way that you communicate. The way that you connect to your guides. Maybe new guides or ancestors coming in, especially if someone has passed on. You know, that once they leave our physical realm, they become part of our spiritual team. And they want you to know this. There's a theme being highlighted in your life regarding the way that you say things, the way that you think about things. Pay attention to like recurring themes. They're teaching you something. They're coming up because something needs to be worked out. For some, this isn't a relationship. Repeating themes, things that need to be talked about, a middle ground needing to be reached. Or like even alone time. Being part of, you know, like a healthy relationship, which of course it is, right? We cannot give to others if our cup is not full. You guys definitely connect to the angels here, but for some, these angels are like past loved ones, like grandfather, grandmothers, things like this, mothers, fathers. Feels like more paternal line than maternal line in this pile, but could be both. Lots of dent. Look at this. It's almost like you don't even see the water. The wax is completely covered the top here. And that's like a lot of congestion, right? A lot is happening. You definitely need to clear the way. You need to clear your mind, group number 2. You need to clear your space. You need to clear that mental or physical clutter in your life so that you can see clearly. It's like murky water in your brain, in your head right now. That's okay. It's normal. It's, you know, these eclipses have brought on a little bit of a fogginess too. So again, you just need to ground. You need to go sit by water. I feel like you particularly would benefit from water rituals or cleansing in the shower, taking a bath, maybe putting a little lavender in there. Just a few drops. You can't put too much. Too much of anything is toxic. You could have a birthday coming up too. I don't know why I thought of that when I couldn't put out the candle. Let's see if there's anything else here. Look at this. So vibrant. There's so much vibrancy to your energy right now, and you could have like a blue aura. There's a lot going on, like I said, which is why you're really needing to like center yourself and clear the energy. It could even be your throat chakra that feels a little bit congested, group number 2. Or during eclipse season, you could feel like you need to get a weight off your chest. You need to speak up about something, speak out about something that maybe you hadn't before. I also see you might like blue flowers. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Aren't hydrangeas blue? They could be. But I see that like flowers could also change the energy of your home. See how they're like big clumps? Your energy wants to move. Maybe even going to the ocean and doing an ocean cleanse if it's not too cold where you are. Or you might be into that, like a cold cleanse, or like when you dip yourself, or you go from really hot to really cold. That's good, I think, for your body. Look at this big chunk here. This just made me think of like Atlantis and Lemuria. You could have like, you could feel like your energy has origins there. Very advanced civilization, full of gifts and mystical beings and energies. Yeah, the water feels really cold. And this water was room temperature. So you could be in a place right now that's really cold as well. A lot of movement for sure. Again, take moments to breathe it in, to relax, because there's a lot going on for you, group number 2. Let's see what else comes through for you guys. Oops, here's number 2. Yep. What did I tell you? Portal energy, light activations. Look at all the blue in this card. Starseed energy. It says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And this is Horus, the son of Isis and Osiris, the original divine twin flame. So you could associate with that. Again, for some, you could be having a son or a child soon. We have Sanat Kumara, also, I believe he's the twin of Lady Venus. So a lot of 20 energy here. It says light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So pay attention to what's coming through. All that blue could also be, again, you're getting divine insights. Look, with the Eye of Horus here, you're very much protected. You're very much connected to this starseed energy, or this energy of activation, which again, that's why the clearing has come up so much, because, you know, as we clear, as we are activated, we purge, we go through a purge, right? It says shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And then we have Archangel Michael, which I did mention the angels as well. It says you are safe. Yes, especially for the moms out there whose kids are going to college. You and your kids are safe, or dads. Angels stand close, surrender your concerns, and allow a miracle to occur. Okay, so you've got miracles twice here. So miracles coming. That's why I said there's so much like vibrancy around you guys, even if it might feel a little heavy, or like something needs to change for you. Miracles are coming. You're being asked to trust heaven. You're being told that, you know, whatever purge you're going through is because you're having a light activation. You have this ancient energy around you. You have Katumi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer. Trust what you know. Yep. Blue is also like that inner knowing, right? Like that connection to yourself, to your angels, your spirituality. And look, a lot of masculine energy here. And I did mention like the masculine ancestor energy here as well. You could, you know, resonate with Egyptian times, or like a life in India, or like some kind of Arabic ancestry. You see the Ouroboros here, the snake that is eating his tail. It's like you've been here before. You're a wise and ancient soul, group number 2. So trust your guidance. Oh my God, the tower coming out again. Are you kidding me? It just popped out. I literally shuffled. Big shifts. Okay, so bottom line, these both piles have had this energy of big shifts. Okay, again, whatever shifts they are miraculous and magnetic and powerful, group number 2. Yes, whatever purge you're going through, if you're being guided to be home, to be in your own energy, which is what I mentioned with the solitude, or like what I mentioned about needing time to yourself and stillness. This is it right here. In this present moment, nothing can help you help your body and your mind and your spirit integrate this energy more than, you know, going within and taking moments to be hermit, to like fully understand what's happening, and also to direct your energy in the way that you want it to go. It could be a Virgo, could be a Leo, could be a Sag, could be Aries or Scorpio here. With the temperance and the strength, it's like, yeah, you're being asked to trust heaven, because this is a process and it is going to take time for you to see like the divine outcomes associated with these changes that you're going through, or these purges that you're navigating. And it is asking for your strength, group number 2, but it's also asking you to be faithful, to lean into your faith. right? King of Wands here could be a person, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And again, some of that energy was here. Or these could be the times when things happen, Aries, Leo, Sag season. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so again, there is, even though it might feel intense in this moment, even though you may feel guided to be by yourself, group number 2, ultimately what's coming is alchemy. Ultimately what's coming is this opportunity, this change in your physical world. You're literally walking through a portal during eclipse season into miracles, okay? But also you're being asked to trust yourself in the process, okay? To get out of your mind, to practice stillness, practice mindfulness, and trust in the process, trust in your wisdom, trust in your guidance, trust in the shifts. And also saying that you're empowered, right? You're empowered. You can shift the energy at any moment. Oh my gosh, Moth Spirit, surrender now. So 2 cards on surrendering, okay? So if things are getting intense, if you feel like a lot is going on, group number 2, surrender now, okay? Surrender now. Ooh, that energy came in very fast there. And we have embrace the in-between. Yeah, so again, you could be in between 2 states right now. You could, that's why you're being asked to hermit, to fully process what's happened and what's to come, and to have faith in that and to surrender to that, group number 1, because good things are coming. All right. And you are, this is about reclaiming your power. And this panther, that panther spirit, is also very native, very indigenous. I mentioned, I believe, that in the beginning of the reading as well. So group number 2, if this resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. You can book a reading with me at Nadi-Alchemy, including any of the eclipse season specials that will be gone after this week. So thank you guys so much for being here and your constant support. Love you guys. Take care.